aka Geeks.
Hey everybody, welcome to aka Geeks Movie of the Week. This is my lone wolf edition of the Movie of the Week's series. This week's Movie of the Week was 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. This film is directed by Michael Bay. It's starring John Krasinski and James Badge Dale. Those are some of the top listed names in this film. Overall, this film has actors in it that you'll recognize, but I couldn't place them. They all do a great job at what they're there for. This film has a thriller sense to it, a suspense vibe to it. Throughout the film, I was just wondering, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? I was wondering, and I was at the edge of my seat the whole time. They did a great job of putting me with them in this failed state of Libya, of Benghazi. It was just something that not a lot of movies are able to do to me, and this one actually did it. I was just blown away. The acting was great. There's one particular scene at the end with John Krasinski, and I swear, there's a few movies that have made me, my eyes are quivering and I'm like trying to, don't do it, Sean, don't cry, man. And this was one of them, man. That scene John Krasinski did, it's a really it gets you right in the gut. It's a great job by him, great job by all of the cast. Really good top-notch acting in this film. This film shows a different side to this whole Benghazi thing. All you hear about in the papers, in the news, is all the stuff about everything aimed at Hillary, about emails or whatever the case may be, about Benghazi being her fault. This movie kind of shows it's not taking a side left or right on that issue, but it shows what more there was to it than just some stupid emails or blaming it on the Secretary of State or whatever the case may be. It's more than that. It's way more than that. It's people. It's regarding people. It's about them and how just this state of Libya, this Benghazi, this failed state is, and it's just how we deal with it, whether it's from afar through emails and phone calls or the people on the ground, the boots on the ground. And it's really weird to see that this is what happens in these states where we send our men and women off to fight for our country, and it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe they're going through this kind of stuff. This is, to me, one of Michael Bay's best movies. I don't know if you think that that's a joke or if it's serious. I do think it's funny because I know that people are gonna laugh at the fact that Michael Bay directs this film, but some of my favorite movies of all time are Michael Bay movies. First off, The Rock. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that movie. At the end of this film, I definitely thought it deserved to be talked about with some of these other newer war films, Act of Valor, The Lone Survivor. It definitely, for me, at least in my mind, was right there with them. It definitely hit some chords inside of me that definitely made me appreciate it, and love the acting, love the suspense, the tension, the action, to see what they go through to make me feel that, to make me feel like I was there with them. It really did a great job. It was a good film. It was really good. Michael Bay did a wonderful job with this film. It's a bit on the long side. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes, I think, but even then, I think that this film needed that time to really show us what was going on. They give us some setup with, like I said earlier, it's about the people that are there, boots on the ground. It's more than just emails and phone calls and stuff like that. It gives us a little setup and kind of shows you what was going on at the time when this all started to happen. And it shows us that there are people that make decisions, whether it's on the bad guy's side or it's on our side. And these decisions can cause events like this to happen. So it does a little setup, then it goes into the Benghazi, the whole 13 hours. And I definitely think they put that 13-hour period over the course of about an hour and 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more than that. And it definitely needed it. It was definitely well thought out. The dialogue was good. There were points of this film that made me just think about what they think about, because it's a topic of conversation. Really good job, actors, director, the fight scenes, amazing choreography, love that stuff. It is something that's very hard hitting. It's definitely the hot topic, of course, over the last couple years. It's something I think that should be watched. It came out this year in January. It's now in Redbox. You guys should definitely go check it out. It's a good film. It's a good 2 hours of your life, 2 hours, 20 minutes. If you like war movies that kind of portray something that try to be realistic, go check this one out. And if you are a member of the military and you feel the total opposite of what I'm saying about this film, you saw it and you don't think it feels realistic or whatever the case may be, please let me know in the comment section. Please let us know in the comment section. I would love to hear that other side of it from somebody else. It's definitely interesting. It's definitely, it pulls on your heartstrings. It hits you in the gut. And it's definitely worth the watch. Alright guys, so that's it for AKA Geeks Movie of the Week. Remember to go check us out on iTunes and Google Play. Subscribe to the podcast. That's coming out at you guys every week. We definitely appreciate that. Remember to follow us and subscribe to us on Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. We definitely want to bring those game nights to you guys. We have a good time with that. And for me, for Sean, you guys, I'm calling it a night, you guys. So click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie 13 Hours, Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Let's have a great conversation about this, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
AKA Geeks.